have set up here are hearing graduate students who are working and helping us take phone calls from various businesses in the community and from hearing friends in the community. They're donating money, donating food, donating paint, and many other things.
So again, in demonstrating our solidarity, this is what we want to tell you.
Thank you very much. You know where we are?
Growing and growing, getting bigger and bigger. Since Monday, we've become stronger and stronger and stronger, and now we've become even stronger.
So yesterday, because I had been a candidate and wanted to be both reasonable and fair, I gave a statement recognizing the legal authority of the board to name the president of Gallaudet University. In fact, my personal reaction to the board's decision was and is anger. Anger at the continuing The students, joined by the staff and faculty, have focused the world's attention on the larger issues. I must now publicly affirm my support for the point of view held by the Gallaudet community. The board demands
I concluded, therefore, that the best way to restore order and return this university to its business of education was to pave the way for the Board of Trustees to consider the selection of a president who is hearing impaired. I tendered my resignation last night.
Get president now! Get president now! Only one door was open. And there are still many, many, many more doors that haven't been opened yet for us. And I challenge them to help us open those doors with your support. You help those doors.
A deaf president, King Jordan, had been selected. There was excitement everywhere. Everyone was jumping up and down, shouting. Even the faculty and staff, even older people were jumping and shouting. We were thrilled. We couldn't believe it. Jordan was chosen. All of our demands had been met. There would be no reprisals. But the chairperson, Who would the chairperson be? Phil Braven answered that he had been chosen. What a blessing. After that whole week of hard work, many students didn't know what to do. There was so much excitement. Everyone was running around. They were supposed to go to the field house. We all ran over there and people were drinking. That wasn't legal, but it was the law of the land for that week, so we didn't care. It was what we wanted.
Today I submitted my resignation from the chairmanship of the Board of Trustees of Gallaudet University and from the board. I took this step willingly because I believe strongly that it is in the best interest of the university.
Give the highest praise to the students of Gallaudet for showing us exactly, even now, how one can seize an idea with such force that it becomes a reality.
Our dream finally came true. Now you have an opportunity to meet our 8th president of Gallaudet University. Welcome, Dr. King Jordan.
Thank you, Gil. I'm very happy to be here today.
I have a question for you. As one of the 3 candidates for president, did you ever think that there would be a protest if a hearing candidate was selected? And what did that protest mean to you?
I did expect some protest because of the rally they had Tuesday before the selection was made, but I really never predicted or expected the protest to become as deep and as wide as it was. It was very, very significant to me. It was more than a protest. I don't like the word protest. It's much more than that. It's hard for me to find the right word.
What difficulties did you experience during the protest?
The difficulties, very, very difficult time for me. I was a candidate for the position, I was a dean of the university, and I was a deaf person. And all 3 roles were very different. I had different responsibilities for each role. That explains why I changed my position in the middle of the week.
When you assumed the position as president of Gallaudet, what was the first thing you did?
The first thing I did at home was jump up and down and celebrate with my wife and my family. We were all very thrilled at the decision. Then I drove to a hotel for a press conference to announce my selection. Monday morning, 6 o'clock, I showed up in a TV studio to be on Good Morning America, I believe. That was an indication of what the week would be like. I was on TV and interviewed by newspapers every day.
Considering the worldwide support for a deaf president, what goals, what message do you have?
I'm happy you asked me that question because my message is very brief but very important. That message is a deaf person can do anything a hearing person can except hear.
What are your academic goals for Gallaudet University?
That's another very easy question for me to answer. My academic goal for Gallaudet is excellence. Excellence in everything at Gallaudet. Excellence in student performance, excellence in teaching all of our programs. I want the very best for Gallaudet.
How does your family feel about your being the president of Gallaudet University?
My family life has changed a lot. The responsibilities of a president are very, very time consuming. And my wife now is a first lady responsible to host many guests at House One. But all of the family, very, very thrilled to be in House One and to be president of Gallaudet.
I understand you've been involved with Congress recently. What's been your role there?
I've had the opportunity to testify before committees of the House and the Senate 3 times already. My first week on the job, I testified before the House Committee on their response to the Commission on Education of the Deaf report. You probably know that many of the recommendations in that report would impact directly on Gallaudet University, so I had the opportunity to testify before both the Senate and the House. Then last week I went and testified before the House Committee on our appropriations hearing. Very, very important to Gallaudet University. That's when the House decides how much of a budget increase Gallaudet will get for 1989. So I believe I was very effective. I was very, very well received there, and I think that the congressmen and senators are very pleased to see a deaf president.
As for the future, what major projects are planned for Gallaudet?
We have some exciting plans for this year and next year at Gallaudet University. First, in October, we will have a big university week. Part of that week will be my inauguration, and part of the week will be homecoming. You know our football team is very strong in the past, so homecoming will be very important to our students and alumni. Then in April of 1989, Gallaudet celebrates its 125th anniversary. 125 years ago that President Lincoln signed our charter. Around the same time, we celebrate our 100th anniversary of the GUAA. Then in the summer, July 9th to 14th, we will have a big international conference called the Deaf Way. That conference will include a perspective on deaf history, culture, and language. Plus, very important, we'll have a major festival of deafness-related things.
Thank you, President Jordan. Everyone involved with Deaf Mosaic gives you our full support. You have seen this story become part of our deaf history, a history which affects the entire world. I'm Gil Eastman.
And I'm Mary Lou Novitsky. So long.
So long.